Still riding in the Soldier Mountains right now. There's a creek running through on my left-hand side, and I will likely be riding through that. In fact, I know I will be. I think they've made an alternate route there on this trail. Sometimes that happens. Nothing wrong with it. What a beautiful trail this is. I'll be likely to see some hikers in here too. Howdy. Have a good hike, guys. What's that? Have a good hike. Usually if you're nice to people, they're nice back, at least to your face. Those were some hikers that probably knew nothing about dirt bikes, but this is a trail that hikers commonly use, so I'm very aware of that. I'm ready for it on the trail. But I think it is very important to find common ground, and we're all out here to enjoy the outdoors. And as I go by, they see that I'm a human too. I'm not just an alien behind a mask. And that, not only that, but I can be friendly to them, and I'm just like them. I don't have any hard feelings toward them whatsoever. They will also know that my bike isn't very loud, and it doesn't put out very much exhaust. As I go by, they can smell it, they can see it. I think it's good to have these interactions. I think a lot of what people dislike about each other is really broken down to miscommunication. I know that a lot of people have been saying that lately, and it's true, but a lot of people are fed information that's incorrect as well, so that's a big part of things. The culture that you were raised in, it's not really fair. You know, if you're raised in a culture where you think, or really you could apply this to any topic, but if you're raised in a culture where environmentalism is king and extremist environmentalism is taught to you, then you don't really know what extremist environmentalism is. It's just environmentalism to you. So it's not really an extremist view to you anymore, because everybody around you has that same view. And there are people on the other side of that too, with dirt bikes just blasting through everything, being an annoyance in parking lots and keeping everybody awake at night and tearing everything up for everybody else. I always view it as, you know, keeping the experience good for other riders out here. So if I'm tearing up the trail, messing it up for other riders on purpose, I'm not just getting stuck, then I'm in the wrong. I had a group of riders I ran into up above McCall one time, and my brother had gotten stuck, and he was at a ledge that was really difficult, and the first thing one of the riders said is, "Oh, you guys are gonna dig a nice hole for us over there?" And I was like, okay, that's just a poor way of looking at things. Most of the time when I'm out here on these kind of trails, you can hear my engine is lugging above idle, and that's all you need. That's all you need on a bike like this one. It'll take you as fast as you need to go most of the time. When I'm revving it up, I'm going straight up. The hill is straight up if I have to rev this thing up. Otherwise, I'm just regulating my traction, making sure that I hook up. But I don't need to be doing hard terrain. This trail is actually pretty difficult, and I don't know if I'm going to stop or not. This trail includes a lot of water, which is my nemesis. I will actually turn around at certain water crossings if I'm not sure how deep it is or not confident that I can ride through it without drowning my bike. There's no sense in pushing forward, sometimes anyway. But ego is a big deal. It's something we all have. I have it for sure. I have a very competitive nature. Comes out a lot. But also, I'm aware of it. But just knowing when to turn back and not taking it too seriously, it's just for fun. I'm just out here enjoying the outdoors. I am curious as to how deep this stream will be. So far it's been pretty shallow compared to what I ran into last year, so speaking though, the only sections of trail that I've turned around on and gone back are really deep water crossings. I just think it's not worth it sometimes. It's not worth the risk. But like I've said before, these bushes on the side will sometimes reach over and get in your face, and it makes you lean toward the downhill side, which is sometimes sketchy. But I have an acquaintance that I ran into here last year that clears all this stuff, and I have a saw on me right now, just a hand saw, which a lot of this stuff is burned, and so like the thicker stuff will actually fall over. If you're in the green areas, typically the stuff doesn't fall over unless it's small. But this trail, there's a lot of burned big trees, so those actually will fall over. Like that one directly ahead of me there, it's been burned at the base. A lot of lightning strikes in the dry season can cause some definite issues on the trail. Some of this foliage is tricky because it will cover up some ledges, which you guys probably didn't even notice it, but there was a ledge there on my left hand side that I barely made it through. My foot slipped right off of that rock. That was mossy. Okay, now I'm mad. I placed my front tire on a rock right there, thinking it would stick, and that I could bounce off of it. It didn't even bounce a little bit, it just went like this. But I kept my bike out of the water on literally the easiest crossing ever. But terrain can be really diverse, and it can catch you off guard for sure. Usually, if I feel it's easy and I'll just cruise through it, that's when it tends to bite me, because your body position is not ready. I'm just cruising, thinking I'm gonna wheelie over that rock. My body position isn't back. Suddenly it throws me on a roller coaster ride. I regret it. I'd like to give a thank you real quick to whoever cleared most of this. I'll clear this section. This is the kind of area that I'd be concerned of big trees falling behind me. How's it going?
Alright guys, I just wanted to thank my Patreon supporters. That would be Lance Darnell, Jim Jolson Jr., Kurt Kinghorn, Daniel Roush, Brian Thomason, Wade James, Moto Creek, Nathan Young, Jason Froling, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you.